Please tell me the crime that I committed.
I wanted to have a proper conversation with you to let you know that I can't catch people that are doing 80.
Where does it state in the law that you're allowed to go over the speed limit unless it's an emergency? Please tell me the NRS code that states that, or the DMV codes and traffic laws that state that you can do that.
Okay, but look.
No, please say that to me. I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right. Do you know what my Fifth Amendment right is?
No, I don't. Tell me.
Okay, you're an officer of the law. Fifth Amendment right states that when I invoke that, whatever charge crime you're committing me of, you have to go ahead and state that and show it to me therein.
Sir, you guys ever smoke marijuana in the car?
That's none of your business.
Or what? My dog positive.
That's none of your business. I don't care.
That could probably cause a search.
So are you going to tell us to get out under the threat of arrest? We're not getting out unless you tell us you're going to arrest us.
So right now, you are being detained.
Okay, so we're not going to comply with anything unless you say right now, unless we do so.
Right now, you are detained to conduct our investigation.
Go ahead and do what you got to do. Hurry up.
Proper conversation?
Okay, ma'am, I'm recording for my own safety. The speed limit is 65. I was going 66, and you're on my ass, and then you tailgate me, and then you go faster than me. You're an officer of the law. The speed limit states that it's 65, so you are not allowed to go past that speed limit, period. What makes you think that just because you're an officer that you can go... What did I do wrong?
This incident took place in Nevada, where Derek Leary was followed and pulled over by Officer Van Ellen from the Highway Patrol. She tailgated him and even exceeded the speed limit just to initiate the stop, then tried to pressure him into providing his information. Let's see how Derek pushes back. If you support Derek Leary, drop a 5 in the comments.
You're watching the opening moments of what quickly becomes one of the most legally precise traffic stop challenges ever captured on camera. And what makes it so compelling from the start is not the yelling or the confrontation. It is one question delivered with complete calm that the officer standing at the window simply cannot answer. Please tell me the crime that I committed. Not an accusation, not a threat, just a question. Clear, direct, and rooted in constitutional rights. Officer Van Ellen's explanation that she wanted to have a proper conversation about catching speeders does not establish a legal reason for the stop. It is not probable cause. It is not an NRS statute. It is simply an explanation, and an explanation is not the law. What makes this opening even more striking is everything that happened before those words were spoken. The officer did not merely spot a speeding vehicle and pull it over. She followed closely behind Derek's car and actually exceeded the speed limit herself while initiating the stop. Then, after apparently violating the same rule she was enforcing, she walked to his window and demanded that he identify himself. Within the first 30 seconds, Derek invokes the Fifth Amendment. And when Officer Van Ellen admits on camera while wearing the uniform that she does not know what the Fifth Amendment is, the tone for the next 10 minutes is established instantly. A law enforcement officer is questioning a citizen about rights she cannot even identify herself. And this is just the beginning, because from this point forward, the encounter becomes significantly more intense.
I would like to identify.
I do not have to. I have not committed a crime. What was my crime? Please tell me the charge that I committed.
Sarge, 214. Can you come to my 20?
Please tell me the crime that I committed.
I wanted to have a proper conversation with you to let you know that I can't catch people that are doing 80.
Where does it state in the law that you're allowed to go over the speed limit unless it's an emergency? Please tell me the NRS code that states that, or the DMV codes and traffic laws that state that you can do that.
Okay, but look.
No, please say that to me. I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right. Do you know what my Fifth Amendment right is?
No, I don't. Tell me.
Okay, you're an officer of the law. Fifth Amendment right states that when I invoke that, whatever charge crime you're committing me of, you have to go ahead and state that and show it to me therein.
Okay.
So please tell me the NRS code that states that you're allowed to go faster than 65 unless it is an emergency.
Trying to enforce public safety because my radar was flashing 75, 78, 79. So somebody up there is speeding. And 9 times out of 10, when they're speeding, they're making unsafe lane changes, right?
Okay, you were way behind me, ma'am. I saw you long ago, and you came really quick up on me, and kept going fast.
Maybe because you were doing my cruise control set at 70.
Ma'am, I have a breathalyzer. Okay, it records everything. Okay, so it records my speed. I stay at 65. I use my cruise control.
Okay, so I'm glad that you do your speed limit and all that, but I'm just trying to let you know that my radar is flashing 78.
Okay. So again, tell me please.
You can get me from 147.
Please tell me what crime I committed, or what you're charging me with.
You haven't committed any
so
crime.
then I do not have to give you my ID or identify myself because I have not committed a crime. No, I do not. I have not committed a crime, and I'm not under arrest. It states it in the law. It's my constitutional right.
For my safety, if I ask you, first off, I just wanted to have a conversation with you, letting you know instead of having a conversation at 65 mile an hour, that my radar was flashing, I was trying to catch somebody up there, right? Okay? That's my God-given right. Protect the safety of the community. When somebody's doing 80 up there, they're normally zigzagging out of traffic. That makes it unsafe for a 92-year-old grandma. And I don't like that because my mother drives these roads, okay? And if I can't get around you, because there was a silver vehicle over here in front of me in the HOV lane.
Because they were going the speed limit.
Perhaps. Right, but so
if someone was going 70 and your radar was going off, they obviously would have went past me and you would have been able to see that. But you were behind me for quite a bit. So please explain to me how it is that if your radar went off past 70 and no one's passing me, that you detected that.
Well, I just detected, my radar detected.
That, okay, fine. Your equipment, your radar device detected it.
So are you on paper?
Am I on paper?
Yeah.
As far as what, parole or probation? I do not have to identify myself. I don't. I have not committed a crime.
I don't think you have any Fourth Amendment rights if you're on paper.
I don't have to disclose anything, and if you really want to go down that road, no, I'm not on probation or parole. Just to satisfy your need to go ahead and pry information from me. I have the right to drive on public roadways in the U.S. without any infringement upon me or a papers check.
I just wanted to have a conversation.
And I'm just letting you know that you're an officer of the law and you're supposed to uphold it. So you shouldn't be speeding or tailgating. If I tailgated you, you would have pulled me over immediately.
Here is where the encounter shifts from an ordinary traffic stop into what feels like a live constitutional lesson. And Derek is the one doing the teaching. He doesn't simply refuse to hand over his ID. Instead, he goes directly after the legal foundation of the stop itself with remarkable precision. He asks Officer Van Ellen to identify the specific Nevada revised statute, the NRS provision that gives an officer authority to exceed the posted speed limit when there is no emergency taking place. She cannot provide one, because in most situations, there is no blanket rule allowing officers to casually exceed the speed limit while pursuing motorists on an open highway. Then Derek turns his attention to her radar argument. Her claim is that the radar registered speeds between 78 and 79 miles per hour, while Derek says his cruise control was locked at 70. His reasoning is straightforward. If the radar had actually detected a vehicle traveling significantly faster than 70 and Derek was the car directly in front of her, that vehicle should have visibly overtaken him. But no vehicle passed him. So according to Derek's argument, the radar reading cannot logically be connected to his vehicle. Van Ellen has no clear response. Instead, she shifts toward another possibility, asking whether Derek is currently on parole or probation. The question appears so clearly aimed at finding another legal justification that Derek recognizes the move immediately. He essentially tells her that if she wants to pursue that angle, the answer is no. Then comes the statement that perfectly captures the tension of this entire opening encounter. Officers don't like it when ordinary people know the law. Van Ellen's reaction says more than any lengthy argument could. She pauses, offers no real rebuttal, and reaches for her sergeant. Because when the legal argument isn't working in your favor, the next move is often to call someone higher up and hope they can find a better answer.
But you had no idea what I was doing.
If you really had an emergency, the second you got around me, you would have took off to go get that person, but you didn't.
No, because I felt like I owed you an explanation.
Okay, what's more important, giving me an explanation or protecting the roads and safety as you're so stating you're trying to uphold?
Oh, and by the way, Van Ellen.
No, that's fine.
And my P number is 483 for the record.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, but we're just waiting on Sergeant.
No, that's fine. Sergeant can come out. Not a problem.
So he can give you some further education.
Further education, ma'am. I've been researching law and all the rights that I have, and the thing is that officers don't like it when people know the law.
This is the tragedy. Because I just wanted to give you an explanation rather than to do it at 65 mile an hour.
Then that was your choice to do it.
And you're not even receptive.
The fact is that you're pulling me over to have a conversation, and now you're having your sergeant come out because I won't identify myself for your safety. But obviously, if you had a concern for your safety, you would be either holding me at gunpoint or you wouldn't have approached my window. You would have backed up and went to your vehicle by now and waited for your supervisor if you were really that concerned for your safety. So explain to me how it is that you're still concerned for your safety if you're still standing here having a conversation with me. And I'm being very eloquent, I'm not cursing, I'm not being rude. I'm just stating my rights.
And I'm all for that, you know, but, and that's the tragedy, you know, because you're not even receptive to a conversation.
Because of the fact that I tried to state to you that you don't have the right to speed. I'm tired of seeing these officers go speeding and then someone goes ahead and does the same speed as them and then they get pulled over. That's entrapment. That's not right. You're supposed to uphold the law. You took an oath. You're supposed to know the law on top of that. So when I asked for what NRS code or violation that I went ahead and committed or infraction, you're supposed to, as an officer of the law, state that. That's supposed to be your knowledge. You're supposed to know it. And the fact you can't give me one is very concerning. I mean, I don't understand it. Are cops allowed speed? If she truly had an incident, she would have left. But yet, for her safety, she needs to identify me. And now, her supervisor is here to go ahead and speak to me about whatever it is that he needs to speak to me, because I refuse to present my identity. Even though I am not being charged with the crime, I have not committed a crime, and I am not under arrest. And it looks like the sergeant's name is Kay Kelly, from what I can see. And now I have a third deputy because of the fact that I refuse to identify myself. So as you can see, officers of the law are trying to go ahead and use illegal tactics, and it's sad that she still cannot present me with the NRS code or statute or state law stating that I did something wrong to make me have to present my identification, because as she stated, she's not writing me a ticket.
Hello, Sergeant Kelly, Highway Patrol. How are you doing today?
I've been better. A little bit upset at the fact that your officer is stating the claims she's stating. It's very unprofessional and upsetting that an officer of the law can't give me the NRS code that apparently I'm violating, but then she tells me I have not committed a crime or a charge, so I do not have to identify myself. And if she really felt that concerned for her safety, she would have stepped away from my window and she would have backed up and waited till you, her supervisor, came to assess the situation. Obviously, she's still standing here having a full conversation with me for 8 minutes. She obviously does not have a concern for her safety. She just wants to do a papers check, because I know when you run the ID, it goes into the database and it shows that I had an interaction with law enforcement. And I'm not having that on my record, so I do not have to declare my identity because I have not committed a crime. I'm not under arrest.
Okay. You're right. You're not under arrest at the moment, but you were detained.
She never stated that, officer.
All right. Anytime an emergency vehicle stops you, you are detained. Okay, just so you know. All right. You may not be under arrest, but you are detained at that moment.
But I still do not present my ID. I still don't have to present my ID.
Technically, by law, you don't have to present your ID.
Thank you for stating that.
But by law, you do have to provide your name.
No, I do not.
Okay. I'm not.
That's preventing identity. That's giving it.
I'm not going to argue with you. After speaking with her, you're free to go at the moment.
Okay.
But for future reference, you do have to state your name.
Okay, and for future reference, you need to advise your officer that just because she's a law enforcement official, if I had tailgated her the way she tailgated me, you guys would have pulled me over in a heartbeat.
I'm not going to argue. I wasn't there. I didn't see that.
Okay.
After speaking with her, you're free to go.
Can I have your badge number, please?
214.
Okay. I'll be making a formal complaint since you do not want to go ahead and reprimand your officer for the fact that she was driving unsafely.
What I do with my officer is a personnel matter, which is not public record. Just so you know.
And like I said, I will go to your superiors, but thank you. I know I'm free to go. I'm just stating for the record that I will be making a formal complaint because you refuse to go ahead and let your officer know that she does not have the authority to tailgate or to speed unless it's an emergency.
Okay, I'm not going to debate any of that.
That's fine. I'll go on my merry way. You have a nice day, officer.
Use the shoulder here to get up speed, merge over when it's clear. Just be careful, okay?
Yep. And that's how you get out of it. Thank you very much.
Sergeant Kelly arrives. A third deputy joins the scene. And now comes the moment everyone watching has been waiting for, a supervisor who understands the law sitting face-to-face with someone who clearly understands it too. Derek doesn't give Kelly any time to shape the story. Before the sergeant can establish his own version of events, Derek presents the entire case. The tailgating, the speeding, the missing NRS citation, and the demand for identification without a clearly stated legal basis. Then Derek addresses the safety argument and takes it apart himself. If Officer Van Ellen was genuinely worried about her safety, he points out she would not have remained directly at his window for a full conversation. She has already been standing there talking with him for roughly 8 minutes. And then Sergeant Kelly does something unexpected. He doesn't agree with every point Derek makes. He still argues that Derek has to provide his name. But on the central issue Derek has been challenging throughout the entire encounter, Kelly finally concedes. Technically, by law, you don't have to present your ID. Those few words from the supervising officer confirm the key point Derek had been making since Van Ellen first approached his window. Derek is released almost immediately, but he doesn't simply pull away and forget the encounter. Instead, he formally asks for Kelly's badge number 214 and states on camera that he plans to file an official complaint against Van Ellen for unsafe driving. Not because he is simply frustrated, but because he has a dash cam, a recording, and a documented account of what happened. And he intends to use every piece of evidence available to him. One traffic stop, one determined auditor, two officers who discovered that understanding the law can be one of the strongest tools a citizen can have.
Agent Walshcroft from the United States Roadside.
Yep.
You're being recorded as well.
Okay.
All right, listen. So the reason why we're stopping you is because you did U-turns and there's a known alien out in the area.
Okay.
So your vehicle was driving near.
Yeah, we're exploring.
That's fine.
We're traveling. We're on the way to a dentist appointment right now, but we're going this way, and then we're gonna stop at the casino up the road. We saw a sign for a campground, so we're looking for potential campgrounds. If you put your look back there, we are campers. We have stuff back there where we can pop a tent, all that stuff. So that's the explanation for that.
Okay.
And that's the end of the conversation.
That's fine. So I just need to see some ID.
I'm not gonna show you ID.
On August 7th, 2025, near Tacumba, by Interstate the 8, Esmeralda and her husband were on their way to the dentist and stopped to check out a campground when they were pulled over by Border Patrol. The agents demanded their IDs and threatened arrest if they didn't step out of the vehicle.
I'm not gonna show you ID. I'll show it to you, but I'm not giving it to you.
I need to see your ID.
I'll show it to you.
Sir, playing the games isn't gonna.
I'm not playing games. I'm exercising my rights.
Right, and I'd love for you
there
to
you
be
go.
On your way to camp.
That's it.
Sir, we're gonna stay here until I can extract you from the vehicle and ID you, and you do not show me your ID.
I just showed you my ID.
If you cooperate,
I'm not gonna cooperate because I'm not doing anything wrong. So get your supervisor here now, please. Call your supervisor.
No, there isn't one. I am the supervisor.
Here's it again.
I need to see.
You're not gonna have it. I do not consent to any seizures, anything like that. So I'm not. So I'm exercising. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna remain silent and exercise all my rights.
I'm gonna get a canine out here to stop.
You do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do.
I need you to people.
No, no, I don't have no.
Just so you know what's going on, I'm waiting for a canine to come out.
You can say, you can listen. Hey, praise the Lord. Do all that. We're gonna remain silent. We haven't done anything wrong, and you're risking impeding on our way to get to the dentist. You're gonna make me late. I've had surgery, over 2 years now of surgery.
I understand, sir.
So we're gonna remain silent, and then that's it.
Right, but you understand,
We exercising our right to remain silent. Thank you. Have a nice day.
So if you have a dentist appointment, it probably wasn't the best decision to be out in the middle of nowhere.
No, we have the right to travel anywhere we want to travel.
You're absolutely right, you do. And I actually have the right and authority to stop you.
And you did, and I told you where we're going. We're not suspicious. So you're continuing to you know, your suspicions are not a crime.
Right, but it's enough.
Okay, well, there's not a crime committed here at all.
Well, actually, we just got an alien load.
But we're not aliens.
An alien smuggler. Right, but they're.
And we're not smugglers.
I'm not going to explain the details.
Okay, you don't have to. I'm just letting you know we do not match your description. So therefore, you are impeding in our travel.
You need to understand that arguing is not helpful.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm going to exercise every right that I have as an American citizen.
The problem is that some of what you're saying is misinformed.
No, it's not. You can change whatever language you like, but this is what it is.
But that's fine because we're just going to wait for a canine to come here.
Go ahead. What's the canine going to do? There's nobody in my car. You saw the windows. Look it. There's nobody back there. It's just us two. There's nothing illegal in the vehicle. Every single thing in this vehicle we have the legal right to possess. So you're going to false flag the canine to give you probable cause to break our windows and pull us out of this vehicle. That's what we see every day. You're doing this to a
new encounter, new state, and an entirely different agency. Yet the opening move is almost exactly the same, a demand for identification before any specific crime has been established. Esmeralda and her husband are simply driving to a dentist appointment. They had made a U-turn while trying to locate a campground, and that is essentially the entire suspicious activity that led to this Border Patrol stop. Agent Walsh approaches, claims there is a known alien somewhere in the area, and immediately demands identification. The response comes without hesitation: "I'm not going to show you ID." What follows becomes a lesson in de-escalation through openness and information. Her husband explains the entire situation. He mentions the dentist appointment, the search for a campsite, and even the camping equipment clearly visible in the back of the vehicle. He provides more information than the law necessarily requires because he has nothing to conceal and wants to establish exactly why they are there. He even offers the dental office's phone number so Walsh can verify their destination immediately and potentially bring the entire stop to an end. But Walsh refuses. According to him, the dentist appointment is irrelevant. Think about that for a moment. An American citizen is voluntarily offering a way to verify, in real time, the very explanation behind the activity that supposedly made them suspicious. Yet the agent chooses not to verify it. That raises a much bigger question about the purpose of the investigation. If evidence is being offered that could quickly resolve the situation, why refuse to check it? Then the encounter takes another turn. Walsh makes a threat that immediately raises the stakes. I'm going to get a canine out here. The couple remains calm, prepared, and focused on their legal position. They know exactly how to respond. And what happens next completely changes the direction of the encounter.
American citizens. Why? We already know you tip off the dogs. No, she's not going to ID either. She's not going to ID either. And I'm her husband, and I'm speaking. She is not going to ID either. This is crazy. You guys are crazy. You guys are Nazis. Straight up Nazis. You racial profiled us and pulled us over for no reason. We did no illegal infractions, no traffic infractions, and you pulled us over. We've already told you we're not illegal. Now, are we under arrest?
This is called an investigation.
Are we under arrest or are we free to go?
No, called an
Wait, are we
investigation.
detained?
Yes, you are.
You're legally detaining us.
Correct.
Under the threat of arrest?
No, it's called an
Or
investigation.
under the threat of arrest, are you going to
Listen,
detain
I'm not
us?
gonna argue
Okay,
the
then never
repeat-
mind.
The repeat of some YouTube video.
We're not watching YouTube.
This
We're
is-
exercising
this is a
our rights.
detention.
We're not doing YouTube.
This is a detention.
So are you
correct.
illegally detaining us?
No,
Yes,
being
you are.
illegally
You are
detained.
illegal detaining American
an
citizens that have already declared
investigative
their states, their
It's
citizenship.
called an investigative detention.
Okay, well, why is a
It's
dog? What does a dog have to do with our citizen status? Huh?
has
Does
to
it
do
smell
with
if I'm illegal? Does it smell if I'm from a different country?
No, it's called reasonable suspicion.
So you're gonna false flag the dog to get a reasonable.
There's no such
Yes,
thing
you
as
are.
false
Yes, you guys do.
flagging
You
dogs.
tip. Come on, man. We have dogs too. All right. We have German shepherds. We know the rules here. Okay, and that's what you're gonna do.
Your German shepherds have hundreds of
Listen,
thousands
hold
of
on,
dollars
man.
worth of
You're
training
full.
for
You
their-
are so full of it and trying to get into our vehicle that it's nuts. We are American citizens. You are Border Patrol. We didn't do any traffic infractions. I'm going to the dentist and you're making me late. We stopped by because we saw a campground thing and because we like
Well,
camping.
technically, you did a U-turn over double
I can do
yellow.
as
That's a
many
traffic
No, I turned
infraction.
into here and I looked
However,
around and there was no vehicles
that
within
is a
100 yards of
traffic
me.
infraction. However, that is not my deal. That's law enforcement's deal. We have that on camera, so I called.
We have it on camera
and they
too.
could write you a
We can
ticket
have
for
it on.
that.
We have it on
However,
camera too.
that's not what I'm
We
concerned
safely
with.
proceeded off the road.
That is not what I'm concerned with. What I'm concerned with was your activity in relation to a smuggling event that just.
We are not taking place in any of that. And I'm
So,
letting you know that right now. If you want to call, I'll tell you what I will do for you to help you.
That's what
Here's what I'll do to help you.
detention.
No, here's what I'll do to help you. I will give you the number to the Torrey Del Mar Dentistry, and you can ask them if they're expecting me and my wife, because they know both of us. Okay, so how's that?
What is
That would end your investigation completely.
your dentist appointment has nothing.
That's
to
where
do
we're
with
going.
Why you're being stopped.
You're saying that we're being stopped because of smuggling activity.
Yeah.
The dentist is going to let you know right now, no, they're not smuggling. They're on the way to the dentist.
Okay, I don't understand how that's relevant.
Okay, then you do not know how to do an investigation properly.
This stuff has nothing to do with your dentist appointment.
Yes, it does.
This stuff
I
has
just
to
told
do
you
with
that's where we're
activity.
going. We're not doing smuggling. We're going to the dentist.
Okay.
All of my life, 50 years I've been here, I've never been harassed by Border Patrol on this side of the border like this. This is outrageous.
Well, your opinion at this.
It's not an opinion. It's a fact.
No, it is an actual.
It's a fact. It's a fact. And no matter what your dog does, I'm letting you know we do not consent to any searches or seizures at all. What is your name and your badge number?
Oscar 29.
And the person behind you?
Oscar 29.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
My badge number.
Over
is
here.
Oscar 29.
Ask him what his name and badge number is.
Sir, what's your name and badge number?
Badge number is Oscar 172.
Oscar 172.
Oh, your name and badge number, please. Name and badge number.
My name's Gonzalez, last name Gonzalez.
No badge number?
We don't have
ID? ID?
I don't have my ID.
So you just got here, huh? All right.
Gonzalez.
You know this is wrong. We are American citizens and we're being harassed. Your dog does not tell if we're American or not. Waiting for a canine is, you're violating our rights as American citizens.
This is the point where the emotional pressure of the entire encounter finally reaches its highest level. And it happens when Moralda says out loud what has seemingly been building underneath the surface since the very first question. You racial profiled us and pulled us over for no reason. That accusation, made directly and captured on camera, completely changes how everything that came before it is viewed. There was no traffic violation identified, no clearly suspicious conduct beyond making a lawful U-turn, and an explanation that was offered but dismissed. They even provided a dentist appointment as a way to verify their story, yet that offer was rejected. Now a K-9 unit is being brought in, and the couple believes it is being used to create a justification for extending the stop when no probable cause has been established. The husband puts his concern bluntly: "You're going to false flag the K-9 to get probable cause." Whether that allegation can ultimately be proven is a separate question, but the tension is unmistakable. The couple believes the dog is being introduced as a way to produce the legal justification the agents have not yet established. Then K-9 handler Agent Suarez arrives and is immediately questioned. "Your dog is going to tell us if we're legal citizens." Suarez acknowledges that a dog obviously cannot determine someone's citizenship. He then shifts the discussion toward marijuana detection, and the husband responds immediately. Marijuana is legal under California state law, although federal law creates a different legal framework on federal property and in federal enforcement matters. That federal versus state jurisdiction issue becomes a significant part of the roadside debate. And all of this is unfolding in intense 90-degree heat, while the couple is simply trying to reach a dentist appointment. Names are documented, badge numbers are requested, and the camera continues recording every moment of the increasingly tense encounter.
Hey, sir, how's it going? I'm U.S. Patrol Agent Michael Suarez. I'm the canine handler for the Border Patrol Station here in Boulevard.
So your dog's gonna tell us if we're legal citizens or not?
No, dogs can't talk.
Okay, so then what's the deal here? Because we don't have anything illegal.
Consent to,
I do not consent to any searches or seizures. And I'm letting you know, as an American citizen, we do not consent to anything. Okay, you're gonna tip off your dog just to get probable cause. It's a gimmick.
Yeah,
we all know about
as
that.
A formality. We don't need your consent to
well,
run the dog
I'm not.
around the
Well, you don't have consent.
So my dog, he's able to detect marijuana.
Okay, and that's not. Okay,
heroin,
well,
ecstasy,
okay, well, check this out. Marijuana is not marijuana. So check this out.
It's federally,
hold on, we're not
illegal.
We're state citizens. Yeah, and we're in California. Okay, but we're in California, and we recognize California rules.
We're a federal agency.
We don't comply with federal agencies. Sorry. So you guys do what you gotta do. You guys, we're gonna remain silent. We do not consent to anything. So, you know, marijuana is not illegal in the state of California.
So, listen, you're right. It is
so
right
whatever your dog says, it's false. I'm letting you know now. And that's that. So we're done talking. You guys continue with whatever you're gonna do to violate our rights. Thank you.
Right to not consent.
We don't consent. Okay, so that's it. I told you, we don't consent.
And it's noted on the body cam.
And it's noted on our camera too. Okay, so no, you don't have to tell me anything. You guys do it. You guys are gonna do what you're gonna do at the end of the day, no matter what. We already told. I don't care.
I'll be right.
All right, sir. I listed those orders already. If my dog alerts to the vehicle, that gives us probable cause to take you guys out the vehicle and search the vehicle.
We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent. We don't consent to any of that.
Oh, and it's noted.
So federal law does not give you any validation over us. Not in this traffic, not in this stop you got going on here. You guys are border patrol.
It's still considered contraband.
Too bad. Too damn bad. You're not going to tell us how to live when we have a legal right as California citizens to possess any kind of that stuff. Whether it's CBD, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. We have the legal rights. And we will not allow you to come in as Nazi federal government and trample those rights because you think it's okay. Your ideas do not trample every single person's ideas, okay? We have the right to free think. And we're not YouTubers. You just violated two normal people, American citizens, on the way to the dentist, scouting the land. Now we're scared to even travel in our own country. This is crazy.
Oh, man.
So now you're scratching up our car? No, you're going to give us a check, I guarantee that, and it's going to be a lot bigger than the scratches.
Sir, you guys ever smoke marijuana in the car?
That's none of your business.
Or what? My dog positive.
That's none of your business. I don't care.
That gives us problem with cause of search the vehicle.
So are you going to tell us to get out under the threat of arrest? We're not getting out unless you tell us you're going to arrest us.
So right now, you are being detained.
Okay, so we're not going to comply with anything unless you say right now, unless we do so.
Right now, you are detained to conduct our investigation.
Go ahead and do what you got to do. Hurry up.
All right, sir, listen. I'm trying to be as patient with you.
You can be as patient as you want.
I would love to get you on your way.
Your breath smells.
The dog, that's interesting. The dog alerted on your vehicle.
Oh, I don't care. There's nothing illegal in this vehicle.
That might be the case with the dog alerted.
I don't care. I don't listen to dogs.
We need you to get out of the vehicle.
Okay, is it going to be under the threat of arrest?
If there's contraband. Yeah.
No, I'm telling you right now, if we don't get out, are you going to arrest us and break our windows? Yes or no? It's a simple question. Because if you're going to threaten me and my wife with arrest, then we're going to turn off this car, get out, and we're going to call the sheriffs.
Yeah, you can get out if you want to do that.
No, I don't want to. I want you to leave us alone so I can get to the dentist.
Right. So in order for you to do
We're not okay. So we're not going to do anything unless you threaten to arrest us.
Doesn't mean you consent to anything.
I'm not consenting or cooperating with you at all. Okay, well, that's that.
Doesn't mean you have to consent.
Okay, we're not. End the conversation then.
But this is investigative detention. The dog alerted.
I don't care what your dog alerted to. We don't have anything illegal in the vehicle.
That very well may be the case.
It is the case. It's a fact.
But that doesn't change the fact that you need to get out of the vehicle.
We're not going to unless you threaten to arrest us or break our window.
You're gonna be arrested.
So you're threatening to arrest us?
No, you're gonna be arrested if you won't get out of the vehicle.
That's what I'm saying. Unless we get out, you're gonna arrest us.
Correct.
Okay, so let's
you
get out.
Then this will continue to be an investigative detention. If we find nothing, you'll go on your vehicle and be on the
There's
way.
nothing for you. No, so I'm just making sure that we don't. I'm letting you know, as our rights as citizens, we do not want to get out. We want to go on the way. But if you're gonna threaten to break our window and arrest us, then I have no option but to turn off my car and get out. So what's it gonna be?
Yes, you're gonna be arrested.
Okay, so we're getting out and we're gonna open the doors and you guys do what you gotta do.
You're welcome.
Keep recording and don't stop. Just over here, record them.
This becomes the most legally significant moment of the entire Border Patrol encounter. The line has finally been crossed. The dog alerts and the agents announce that they now have probable cause. Then the demand escalates from a request into an ultimatum: get out of the vehicle or face arrest. The husband processes the situation in real time, with the camera capturing every word. He makes it clear that he is not going to be arrested and he is not going to allow the windows to be broken, but he also refuses to pretend that getting out is voluntary. So you're threatening to arrest us, correct? He repeats the question and makes the agent confirm the threat because that specific acknowledgement matters. It creates a clear record that the exit was not based on consent, but on the threat of arrest. The couple gets out of the vehicle and immediately states again that they do not consent to the search. They keep recording and remain focused on documenting what is happening. They understand that the roadside is not where this legal battle will ultimately be decided. Courts are where those questions will be answered, and courts need evidence, so they are creating that record in real time. Esmeralda remains calm throughout the forced exit. Her husband narrates what the agents are doing as it happens, documenting each door that is opened, every compartment that is searched, and every objection they raise along the way. They understand that once the physical confrontation belongs to the officers, the most powerful thing they can preserve is a complete record of what happened. Because after the badge controls the scene, documentation may be the strongest tool left for challenging what happened afterward.
I'll open that for you. I got it right here. Go ahead in the back. Open up. Red cooler. Red cooler. Camping gear. That's not protocol. This is violation of citizens' rights, okay? Whether you see it or not, it is. It is. Next thing you know, we're gonna have checkpoints everywhere. And it's gonna go for you guys as well. Okay? ID every single freeway under the guise of safety. For what? Huh? That's none of your business. But for what? To prove a point? Huh? To do an ethnic cleansing? Huh? You're messing with good people. That you're not allowed to touch that. You need to put that back where you found it.
All right, so I'm gonna explain something real quick, okay? So there's a small amount of what I would consider.
That's
personal.
okay. It's illegal.
Okay, listen. Can I just explain?
No, you
something
cannot.
to
Just do what
so-
you got to do in this.
That's exactly what I'm
Just
doing.
your hands from your pockets, please.
Yeah. So
Your
there's
hands
a
are good here.
small amount of personal use marijuana.
Look.
I'm not inclined to think that there's anything more than that. My officer's doing the rest of his search. The canine officer. This is purview. Here, I'm going to explain something to you.
Just do what you got to do.
Look, normally,
There's not going to be no. This is not going to be the new normal. So you can. Don't waste your breath. This will never be the new normal. All right, not for us or for anybody else that we know of. And there's millions of us.
okay, duly noted. So thank you for your speech. I appreciate it.
It's not a. See how
So
you are. You're
normally-
a cocky son of a.
Normally, we could seize this personal use marijuana. I could actually write you a ticket.
Hey, I don't
I'm
give a
trying to
fuck.
explain something to you. Normally, we could
Okay,
seize
well,
this.
save it,
Normally,
Conrad.
we could seize this marijuana, and we could take your vehicle back to the station, and put
Take
you
it,
guys.
take it,
Listen,
take it.
and
It
put
just,
you guys
it just builds our case bigger.
and put you in the system.
It just builds our case
Write
bigger.
you a magistrate ticket, in which case you would get a fine, or you'd have to show up in
You
court.
do what you have to do,
However, in light of the circumstances, I don't see there being a whole lot of value in me ruining your day. Like you said, you
Well,
have
you
a
already
dental
passed that,
appointment.
sir. You already
You have
passed
a
that, Conrad.
Oh my goodness, I can't
Ruined our
believe
day.
this.
In light of you having a small amount of personal use, so long as the rest of the search is clear,
This is ridiculous.
I'm going to go ahead and let you off with a warning. Once they complete it, that's all we find.
Well, apparently, he owns my stuff now. He's taking it.
That's sad.
This is really sad, guys.
I would agree. It is sad. You're absolutely right.
There's better ways. There's a lot better ways to do this. And you guys have failed miserably today.
Stay right there, please. Don't get back in the vehicle, sir.
Said go ahead.
Okay. Hey. Are they good? Yeah. Go back.
Good, Suarez? Suarez?
What's the degrees right now? The temperature? About a 90 something?
Yeah, it's fine.
You got my wife out here.
Within 100 miles of the border, agents are allowed to make brief stops for inspection, but constitutional rights still apply. They may use K-9 units to establish reasonable suspicion, but that doesn't override your right to remain silent or refuse a search. Esmeralda handled it perfectly. She stayed calm, clearly stated her refusal, and recorded everything. Any overreach by officers should be challenged in court, not argued on the roadside. This video is meant to educate and encourage citizens to respond lawfully and safely in similar situations.
And this is how the encounter finally ends. Not with an apology, not with some dramatic moment of vindication, but with a small amount of personal use marijuana that is legal under California state law. The agents have the authority to seize it, impound the vehicle, issue a federal citation, and place both individuals into a database, yet Agent Suarez ultimately decides not to take those steps. He presents that decision as mercy, almost as a favor given the circumstances. "I don't see value in ruining your day," but the husband's response cuts through that explanation immediately. "You already passed that point, Conrad." Because their day had already been destroyed, they missed the dentist appointment, their vehicle was searched without consent, their camping equipment was gone through. His wife had been standing outside in 90-degree heat, while federal agents searched their belongings for something that could potentially justify a stop that began with nothing more than a U-turn near a campground sign. A warning is eventually issued, and the couple is released. But before leaving, the husband delivers the statement that may summarize the entire encounter better than anything else. "You just violated two normal American citizens on the way to the dentist scouting the land. Now we're scared to even travel in our own country." That is not a technical legal argument. It is the human cost of the encounter expressed plainly, captured permanently, and difficult to ignore. Two encounters, two agencies, two very different outcomes, and neither one completely clean. The highway stop ended with a supervisor acknowledging that the citizen had a valid point. The Border Patrol encounter ended with a couple standing in extreme heat, their belongings searched, their appointment missed, and their day completely disrupted, ultimately released with a warning over something permitted under California state law. The Constitution held where knowledge and persistence were enough to challenge authority. Where the power imbalance became greater, it bent under pressure, but it did not disappear.